So I've heard you speak about
Humble.
Posty. Obviously, you know, Posty, he's still around today. GRM's still around today, even though they're popular minus. How's you guys' relationship now?
I ain't spoke to Posty probably in brethren. Nay, I don't know if I spoke to Posty since there's been a GRM.
Really? But is it because you guys fell out, or did you just lose contact?
I spoke to him yesterday.
No, I think. Oh really?
Yeah.
Funny that. I think I think it was more a case of just losing contact because at the end of the day,
the game moves on, innit?
The game moves on.
Slightly, yeah. The game doesn't wait for anybody.
Yeah.
And obviously I think it was bad timing. The fact that they had issues with their YouTube where too many strikes, so then their channel went down. Yeah. I remember when it went down, there was obviously a lot of controversy, and they were trying to rescue the channel back and all this stuff. This is all happening at the same time that, you know, our situation with our radio station is also falling apart. They knew that we were now in association with Grand Daily, but they didn't take kindly to that because they felt as though as a station, they weren't being brought in on the deal. It felt like,
Salty,
you got your splash thing, GRM thing, but you know, we're here too. And so
Salty,
they
man.
felt like we got too big for our boots.
Okay.
But you would have made them bigger though.
Because we were feeling ourselves. We felt like we're the only ones that are making anyone come and listen. So we was feeling ourselves. Probably didn't rub them the right way, and it just went left.
Yeah.
But
A bad massage.
You know, but then, fair. But with the Posty thing though, I just think with Posty, I think 1 week turned to a month, turned to 6 months.
Yeah.
End of the day, we were no longer filming.
Yeah.
They had no YouTube. We had no show. What's man talking about? Like,
Yeah.
100%.
No, I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
You didn't grow up together.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I fuck with Posty though.
I think listen, I follow, obviously, all of this is before Instagram, innit? So there's no gram these times. So I don't know if he follows me on the Insta. I think he does.
Nah, he's a bit stush though. Like that. He'll come follow you when he's ready.
To me, it sounds like from all that you've been through, no one ever forgets that. No one ever forgets their come up when they're on their way. So I'm sure it's all love there. And sometimes life is just life and it happens.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ola, you spoke about like having the radio station, and that all came before, like, you know, Charlie Sloth, and that was like the in thing. What do you think about Charlie Sloth? A lot of people slate him. They say he's a culture vulture, and
Is it?
like you never heard that?
No, not cultural though.
Yeah, I
But
have.
about certain
I
man.
think he even got into an argument with someone.
Actually,
not that long
maybe on
ago.
Instagram. Yeah.
He also got a lot of heat for trying to sue Fire in the Shop. Richie and them.
I didn't even
Oh,
know
Skimsy.
Yeah.
My boy Skimsy.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
they got Skimsy.
they had to change.
Killy.
They had to change the name from Fire in the Shop to Shop Got Bars or something.
Oh,
name.
Shop Got Bars.
Yeah, they had to
I get-
change the name or whatever.
That's
It's
my dog.
interesting. It's interesting that you should ask because I can actually speak to this directly.
Yeah.
During the time when my radio show was at its highest point,
Yeah.
you know, certain DJs who will probably appreciate me not naming, certain DJs from One Extra would reach out to me and say, you are so cold at what you do. And I would say, well, big bro, like, can't you make the call? Let's get me on One Extra. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Innit, brother?
But they'd say, bro, the issue is that One Extra, like, as I was told at the time, you can't pick your own songs. You got to play what we're giving you to play.
Industry
you can't
politics,
be
man.
like everything that's making your show what it is.
Yeah.
That
Be
is
taken
not.
away.
It will be a different show, and it might not be for you.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Bro, you're on a good thing. Just stay the course."
Yeah.
Charlie Sloth. I was bitter at first. I'll just tell you why.
Yeah.
When I had the conversation with Posty gave me a bit of advice, right? And he said to me, he said, I know you got your boys, because obviously I was doing the radio show with my boys. And he originally had a different proposal, which would have meant I would have had to basically leave everyone else and go for my own thing with him.
Okay.
I wasn't at that place yet where that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about us putting it on his YouTube was like a compromise. I could have just cut and then maybe been the first full out and
been
out
poet.
Grime Daily presenter. Like
Yeah.
full out and out.
You would have been
But
poet,
I
bro.
had a brand, I had my man them and that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm still trying to build the man them's thing, the
Yeah.
splash thing. When I was on the phone with Posty, he said to me, he said, bro, I hear what you're saying about this friend thing and that, whatever, but, and I can't remember how he said it word for word,
Yeah.
but he was right.
Yeah.
Like, he
okay.
made this thing where it was like, raw, like, trust me, like, a time might come where the brethren thing's only going to go so far, and you're going to have to just do your thing.
Yeah.
He was right, like I said. And so what happened was when Charlie Sloth emerged, right, And obviously he was on One Extra, the same One Extra where insiders are telling me, "Bro, we know you're sick, but," and I'm like, well, he's on there, and I think maybe personally I was kind of hating because I wanted to be in that position. Like I'd worked so hard. The right people were preeing what I was on, but the link just couldn't land. And so at first, like I said, I didn't take to him too well. I felt like he was excessively cocky with it, and a bit pompous. Then there was an award show, probably a Mobiles one year, where he won it, and he did like the whole braggadocious thing and his acceptance speech, but it went down like an anchor in water. Like it wasn't like it was bad. No, it was bad because it was
I
like
don't remember this then.
it's almost like he didn't read the room, and
Weird
he
thing,
didn't read the room.
Self-aware.
And so I don't know if people want to, white privilege or whatever, like, but I just think when I don't know if that's a thing or if people feel like they like link him to that thing.
Yo, dog!
But when he came up there, it's like he was talking up himself like he's had it, like it was such a uphill battle and stuff like that. But,
homeless.
But people didn't buy into it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? They didn't reciprocate, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is that he won something the following year, I believe, and his whole demeanor was down. It was almost like he watched it back himself and was like, yeah. And so when he won again, he came back.
He got media
humble,
trained.
You know what I'm saying?
Media trained.
And so in the end, like, regardless of, my feelings were more about the fact that, I just wasn't in that position. But outside of that, I have to give him credit for what he did. I appreciate how many artists were able to rise up through being a part of what he was doing. Yeah. And I think that, I did see him the other week. I was in Greece. Obviously, I was working in Greece. He was booked in Greece at the same time. So I did see Charlie Sloth in Greece.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't know me, Dee Gully.
He does, bro.
He might.
He watches the podcast.
I think
He
you
watches it, bro.
surprised.
He does.
The industry people, they be
Trust
watching
me.
every little thing that goes on. For him
Brother,
to
they
even
watch it, man.
They know.
They know.
I'll give you a thing, like, for example, when there was a period of time where I was involved in like management briefly, artist management with like Young Spray and Don Strapsy and a couple others.
Records, you don't
And
know.
during that period, I did go to Fire in the Booth with them for them to do a Fire in the Booth. So
Of course he
met
knows you,
him,
bro.
but I've never met him like, bro, I'm Dee Gully, I'm a host, I'm sick, I'm Grime Daily. I never met him like that.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I see him in Greece the other day. Whether he knows me or not, I don't know, but it was love.
Yeah. No, and I've met him in person, and I just want to say I met him in person, and it's all been love. He seems like a sound guy. But cool, you was in Greece last week. Is that
Motherfucker played my
where you
record.
saw Jada Kingdom?
So Jada Kingdom saw me.
Hey!
Oh
He
my!
fired him back straight away.
So Jada Kingdom saw me today.
Oh, shut.
Is it me?
So she saw more.
Listen,
She done know.
obviously that clip went viral. For those who didn't
Thank
see,
you to everyone who helped.
Dee
The viralness. Now go on, let them know. Sorry, let them know.
Dee Gully obviously does security and
Top tier.
top tier.
Book him now
And
before it's too
the
late.
amazing Jada Kingdom was performing, and everyone knows she has a beautiful, voluptuous body.
Right.
And the clip went viral because he was standing directly behind her, but his eyes was, straightforward, as he should,
Anywhere but her bum cheeks.
Anywhere
basically.
but a butt.
Anywhere but the butt, basically.
Yeah, the eyes were up.
Serious geezer. Serious geezer. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Geezer,
Top
top
tier.
in it.
I got you
Legend.
some spill. I'll give you some spill. I'll give you
Give
some
me
Jada
some
Kingdom
spill.
spill.
Did you? People were commenting
Spill the
saying you
beans.
must have saw it backstage. Like,
She's seen it.